Uber is about to hit Wall Street in a hotly anticipated IPO. It is the world's leading ride-hailing service, valued at more than $100 billion Canadian. Joining me now is BNN Bloomberg's John Ehrlichman. Can we expect it to be Uber, this IPO?
Yeah, literally the verb of Uber. It's amazing in a decade how go ahead.
I was going to say, I remember the film festival when they were first sort of trying to get people to use Uber instead of a taxi service.
And people are saying, huh, what?
Well, they were a little leery, right? They weren't
exactly.
sure.
No, it's true. This has been probably the most disruptive business over the last decade. So there's a lot of interest. This is going to make a lot of money for the insiders at Uber. It's also been such a high-profile event, though. Around the world, we've seen some of their workers striking. I mean, this is the thing about the business. They have benefited because they've got 3 million people that are using or are driving for Uber around the world. And most of those people are contract workers. Going back to your last segment, these are people who have the flexibility to work when they want, and they're allowed to work for some of the rivals. But of course, now that Uber has generated more than $11 billion in revenue last year, a lot of the workers were saying this week, how do I ensure that I get some pay and benefits that's more meaningful to me? Because now that they're a public company, they're going to be under a lot of pressure to make sure that they know how to make money. Uber's still not making money. Can you believe that, even though they have grown so quickly and so far?
Uber originally had the idea of a Canadian. A lot of people might not know that, Canadian Garrett Camp.
Yes, from Calgary, University of Calgary.
Which is interesting because you can't get an Uber in Calgary.
That's right. So he had to go to San Francisco. He had another business that did very well, and eBay ended up buying it. But even while he was working on that, he had this idea for Uber. He found some investors, and I guess the rest is history. His stake in the company right now is worth about $5 billion. His net worth, because he's invested in a bunch of places, is like $6 billion. He's one of the richest Canadians. So get that engineering degree, kids.
And you can get that engineering degree while you also drive an Uber to pay for university.
Right.
All right, John, thanks so much.
Thanks.
All right, of course, BNN Bloomberg will be following how that story unfolds throughout the day.